Shrink, shrink, blinkety, blink. I want to go to my sink and vomit. Clean up with calm. Earth is my planet.
I feel like we've done that before.
We have. I could do another one.
the only other rap is
The other one. Traffic, looking for my chapstick. Just a Ford Maverick.
feeling kind of car sick.
Oh yeah, feeling kind of.
One thing I lost it is a Ford Maverick.
Bloopers.
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 5 hours later.
All right, there's a rapper that walks into a strip club.
All rappers walk into strip clubs. This is the Hollywood Unsaid Podcast. This is the Hollywood Unsaid Podcast.
Hey,
You're listening to Just Manny.
and Emmanuel.
And Rambo.
I didn't mean to cut you off there, but we back, baby. We
back.
fucking rusty, man. Every time we take like a 1 week, 2 week, 3 week break, I'm like, holy shit, do I even know how to talk anymore?
No, yeah. I could take some of the blame. I was on a vacation, 2-week vacation.
Hey, you do not feel guilty for vacations, all right? This is how they trained us, bro. Corporate America wants us to feel bad about vacation. You do not feel bad about vacation.
I didn't feel bad about vacation. I felt bad that I didn't get to see you guys because I love you guys so much.
That's nice. That's nice.
We love you too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We love you too, bro.
Yeah, okay, good.
You know what
I just wanted to hear that. But no, yeah.
Words of affirmation.
We're back, and back and always better, you know.
For sure.
Always improving, so it's good.
Yeah, we're the Los Angeles Lakers.
Back home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Hardly home, but always repping.
I mean, we're talking about the Lakers, might as well, right? NBA playoffs.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Our team didn't. Well, my team didn't make it. The Miami Heat.
They made it to the playoffs.
No, I know, but I mean, like, we're not going anywhere past the first round.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah.
I don't think it matters.
I mean,
after seeing the Nets, did you watch the Nets against the Bucks last night?
Oh, no. Not last night's game. No.
It doesn't like.
Did they blow them out?
It proved to me that it doesn't fucking matter.
Did the Nets blow them out?
It wasn't necessarily a blowout.
But they beat that ass.
But they beat that ass, and James Harden got hurt in the first fucking minute.
Wow.
Really?
So yeah, hamstring shit. James Harden leaves the court
Right.
first minute, and then fucking the whole fourth quarter it was just like, hey KD, can you do whatever you want? And he's like, actually yes I can. I'll shoot it off balance. I'll drive to the basket and get a layup. I'll shoot it from all the way over there.
Let me jump on Twitter real quick.
Yo, it's actually pretty crazy because this is like I think one of the first few seasons where like all the people who last year did really well did really bad, and all the years of people not even being able to get into the playoffs are actually there this time.
So after Jordan left, that's kind of how the NBA was. It was competitive. Where like the champions, like Detroit was there every year, the Spurs were there every year, but like there was always an opportunity for a team to win a championship. And now we're in a place where it's like, not so much.
I think it's always been exactly the same, to tell you the truth. Last year was a fluke in that it was a shorter season, the bubble,
the fucking bubble exposed, or the lack of bubble exposed everyone.
Yeah, and that's what it was. Like, I was talking to, I think my barber about this shit, about how I don't think I've ever seen a year where the two defending conference champions get booted first round of next year's playoffs. Like both of them. I've seen like when we won in 06. When we won in 06, we lost to the Bulls the first round of next year's. But both, that's kind of wild, and I think that's got to do with the bubble. The bubble bursting.
I wouldn't say the bubble. I just think that everybody's trying to build these not build these super teams, but I feel like we were trying to get past the era of the big three, where now like it's a different kind of looking teams. Like for example with the Nets, like they actually have like a power three.
They have a big three and
like
a medium other three.
Yeah, where I feel like a lot of people were doing that. So like I expected the Nets to do really good.
Yeah.
I expected the Lakers.
Hot take.
I was the first one. I said this months ago.
Yes,
If you see me in a
yes.
Brooklyn Nets hat, look the other way.
Yes. No, yes, I know. But I'm saying, like, I expected them to be really good. I expected the Lakers to be really good.
I
But-
expected a team with AD and LeBron to be good.
Yeah.
I expected a team with Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Kevin Durant to be
This,
good. Yeah,
this is what I don't understand. I was not expecting the Lakers to be that good. Like, their team is worse this year. And clearly, like,
but
they
their
replaced
team is
Rondo.
just as good. Their
They-
team is LeBron and AD.
They lost Rajon Rondo and replaced him with Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, this is the old Heat strategy. It doesn't really matter as long as you
Yeah.
have the core.
But LeBron's 36.
Yeah.
LeBron's 36. Well,
LeBron is 36.
Another interesting fact between LA and Miami, the Heat had to come back home after the play. I mean, we stayed home. And honestly, if you watch that last game, it was like in the second
this is
half.
the view of what we were going to deal with this year.
In the second half, I was like, those guys don't want to go to Milwaukee. They want to get closed out right here at home.
Yeah.
Like, they literally, the passes, the takes that they were taking, I was like, they don't want to go to
as
Milwaukee.
a Miami Heat fan, yeah, I'm a little broken from, like, that we lost. But knowing how Pat Riley works, this is a perfect opportunity for us to get a much better
We
team.
weren't going to do shit this year.
No,
like,
I know,
even if,
I know.
Like
Guys.
we beat Milwaukee last year because Giannis was hurt and, like, the bubble.
and the bubble. All these kids were focused.
Yeah, and we were on a tear. I think we were the best team in the
The
playoffs.
hottest team.
The
in
hottest
playoffs.
team, yeah.
That's the difference.
The hottest team. But this
But
year...
this ain't the NCAA tournament anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. Ain't no Cinderellas in here, bitch.
Nah, I mean, but as a Heat fan, like, as any sports team fan, like, you always want your team to always win, no matter what. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what.
I'm excited to see how the Heat are going to do next year. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't even...
Fuck-
dude,
fuck 'em
after
up.
the LeBron years, honestly, after 2006, I was just like, we fucking did it.
Did you guys see that tweet that Pat Riley put for
Yeah.
LeBron?
Yeah, so that's
LeBron.
what I was going to say about the interesting thing. The Heat came home, and Pat Riley said,
I got a golden key for you under the mat as soon as you're ready to come back home.
LeBron.
To LeBron.
Hot take.
I'll take.
I don't want LeBron
I don't.
Get out. Get out of his house.
back.
I mean, I got LeBron.
Did you say you don't?
I got LeBron jersey right there, and I really don't. I
You
wouldn't
don't
want him
what?
back. I wouldn't want him back.
Yeah.
Bro, the way that he runs his teams,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's
Yeah.
not that fun, bro.
It's not.
It's not fun.
It's literally like, okay,
fine,
if
man.
LeBron has a good game, awesome, we're all having fun. The second he doesn't have a good game, he's like, all right, I'm out. I don't want to be here
Every
anymore.
person
Like,
who does not watch basketball that much talks the same shit about LeBron, and I'm kind of over it. Tell you the truth.
listen,
So-
I watch basketball though.
Okay. Not hard enough though.
I mean, yeah,
Watch it hard.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but like, it's just, I'm just summarizing everything I've seen of LeBron that I don't like of him. And it's literally that if he's having a really bad game, bro, he doesn't know how to be the professional anymore. He doesn't know how to be the team
The
captain
crybaby,
anymore.
yeah, the crybaby
Yeah.
excuse.
That's it, that's all. But
He did.
I don't see
He
it.
did
I
walk
don't see
off
it.
in game 4 or whatever with 5 minutes
6.
left.
yeah, that's
They
what I'm
lost in
saying.
6.
But
Yeah, but he walked off the game before that.
I'm
So
super
game
grateful.
5, then he walked off with 5 minutes left to go because they were down fucking 30.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm so grateful of what he did for the Miami Heat. I love his jersey. Will I accept if he came back? Yeah, sure. Do I want him back? Not really.
That's crazy.
So what you just said. He left with 5 minutes left. I don't fucking care. I would want to too. I'm not gonna risk a career-ending injury.
Well, no, he didn't stop playing. He left. He went to the locker room.
went
He's like, y'all boys wrap this shit up. And I guess LeBron doesn't want to sit on the bench for 5 minutes. But so why wouldn't
It's
you
happened
take
to the
him?
best
though?
of us. It's happened to me.
Why wouldn't you take him?
Why wouldn't I?
Why
take
don't
it?
you want
Hold
him
on,
here?
hold on. Before
Why don't you
we
want
get to that, I want to. When I used to play basketball for that summer league, I remember one game we were just getting blown out, and not to toot my own horn, but I was.
But I left.
I was
my
the best player on the
teammates.
team. I did everything I could, and we still got blown out. Coach pulled me out. You don't want your best player on the floor during a blowout for no fucking reason. There's no point. So he pulled me out, and the game was over, and I didn't get up to shake everyone's hand. My coach literally grabbed me by my jersey and walked me to go, dap the other team up. Which I agree with. But with what he did. But also, I would do the same thing again. Like, I was not happy. Like, and we expect so much from these athletes, like, oh shit, like, especially LeBron.
This is his life.
Especially-
He doesn't care about the game, he cares about the championship.
He cares about the game.
The game to him is the championship, though, is what I'm saying. Like, it's not about the game, like, individually. It's about the championship. Which is where his upsetness comes from. Like, he built a team to try to get a championship.
Correct.
I mean, I don't play sports that much. I play a lot of video games. And I get very competitive. Same way. I have my good days. I'm carrying the team. I put it on my back and I make it. Sometimes I don't. And I get upset.
Y'all
but-
play basketball with me. I'm that guy.
Oh, trust me, I know. I play.
You play beer pong with me. And
Yo, guys, just saying I had to come back just to make him happy. First game I sucked. I didn't make a single one.
And the second game, he was really good. He made a single one.
Not true. I made at least 5 or 6 because we had to re-rack twice.
If beer pong tournaments come back to Falcon Pub,
bro, I think they're back.
I'm there.
Or
We're
is there
outside
another
this summer.
place? But besides the point, like, yeah, we all get our moments and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like, we still, if you care about the game, like, yeah, you're gonna be upset. But it's like, fuck it, I gotta work on it. You know. Where LeBron gets pissed off, it's like, I get it. He's worked on a lot. And sometimes that shit gets tiring, but still, you gotta be professional. You're literally the eye of the NBA. You have to be that one that sets the standards for everyone.
No, fuck that. Like, bro, he's a person at the end of the day. If you were held under the same microscope, like, you do worse than LeBron. Like, you would be...
We would
all be Antonio Brown.
We would all be Antonio
We would all be Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is great. Watch your mouth.
Yo.
He's a great player, but he spazzes. He's a Florida man. We're all Florida men.
We're
Like,
all Florida men. In our hearts, we're all Florida men.
yeah, no, bro. Like,
But
you
that's
get
what-
held under that microscope for how long? 18 years now, and it's like, no, you got to be perfect at every juncture. Like,
That's true.
bro, all that bullshit that everybody says about LeBron, save that shit when you're talking to me, because
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I don't know if
shit.
you guys remember how we got here, but the point is, why don't you want him on your team? And what
Yeah.
you just said is like, you want that on your team. I
I haven't said I want him on my team. I just don't like the personal attacks towards LeBron and everybody
Okay.
calling him a crybaby and shit. Like, meanwhile, he's the most heavily scrutinized player
The
ever.
most mileage, the most
Ever.
everything. Yeah.
Will we agree that he's the most scrutinized player in
Yes.
any sport ever?
Literally,
Yes.
there's never been more internet or media than today. So whoever's the most scrutinized today is the most of all time.
And the
he's
most
not
anybody
just
can
today.
say is that he's a crybaby.
I wouldn't even.
Nah, my first thing I say is he's a great athlete, and then he's a crybaby.
But that what I'm saying is the only negative people can pick out is that he's a crybaby.
So what are the negatives that keep you from wanting him on your Miami?
He's
Heat
past
team?
his prime. He's past his prime. The whole
Okay.
shit, like the team has to revolve around him.
Yeah.
I've never been like much of a LeBron makes people better. I think he finds the best
The best in that category, I guess.
he finds people that fit into his system and he like puts them there. You get me? Like Rajon Rondo?
He finds the best people for the seat available.
Yes. Correct.
That's super important.
Yeah, but like
But he's not the coach.
yeah.
But he is.
But
He's
not.
the player coach. He's Haslam if Haslam was the greatest basketball player of all time. We still had Haslam right now.
I do not want
Haslam's seat is about to become available. Who do you want to put in there? Jawan Howard's still here.
I do
He's
not-
available.
no, I do
no.
He's coaching Michigan. I do not want 37-year-old LeBron. Unless he's planning on taking like a step back, letting Pat Riley do his thing, like or being second fiddle to Jimmy Butler, and I don't think they can both be on the same team.
I think they can.
I think we would get.
Dude,
I
you
think
know
we
how
would-
happy Jimmy would be to not face a double team all the time?
True. But I mean, I've
They'd
heard,
have to revamp.
but there's also been talks that we might get Kawhi.
Everywhere LeBron goes, they have to revamp the whole team.
That's true.
That's first and foremost. Dude, I would take 37-year-old LeBron over whoever Kawhi is right now.
Ooh, you tripping, bro?
way.
Kawhi's gonna become the next LeBron.
Have you seen those memes? Somebody took a picture of Kawhi's glasses at the parade from Toronto, and it's just people all over fucking hype. and he has a straight face on, and they're like, Kawhi saw this and said he wanted to go to the Clippers. What do you think is going to happen in Miami? In Miami, LeBron's not going to be the only person walking off with 5 minutes left. The whole fucking stadium, all of your fans are going to boo for 1 minute and then walk out of the arena when you're losing.
Yeah,
not down 30.
Canadians are a little nicer.
Canadians are a little nicer. Not when you're down 30, when you're down 8. With 2 minutes, they're like, did the math, foul trouble, I'm out of here.
I hate the Miami Heat fans.
We are the Miami Heat fans.
I am not those fans.
I'm not walking out of the stadium.
I have literally pulled my dad. Like, I remember my dad tried to do that shit to us one time.
He lived across the street.
I don't give a
fuck.
fuck.
I'm gonna watch this from home.
I don't know. We were literally
That's why I'd stay. I would leave because traffic. Getting back to Broward.
You live across the street.
Exactly.
Like,
if I lived across the street, like, ain't no traffic. You just cross the street. Like,
bro, we used to live down the street. My dad bought tickets. They were losing, I think, by 5 points with only 2 minutes left. And this man wanted to get up and start leaving. And I literally looked at him, like, grabbed him. I'm like, bro, sit the fuck down. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, but your dad's
an idiot. He's a bandwagon fan.
He's a fair weather ass nigga.
Yeah. He shows up for the Christmas game and the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I think we might have beat this.
LeBron's coming back to Miami, is what I'm saying, and I want it.
Sweet transition.
I'm here for it.
Speak
LeBron,
of Florida mans.
Basketball. I think every basketball player thinks they're the greatest player. I think you have to.
I don't think
I'm transitioning, guys. If you guys could shut the fuck up.
Is this a part of a thing?
Okay. This is a part of a thing.
Hey, why don't you start that from the top?
I think every basketball player thinks they're the best. And I think you must, because it's one of those alpha male things. To be a professional athlete, it's almost like being a professional rapper.
Yeah.
And
here we go.
Speaking of Miami, we've had a bunch of shootings.
You know, we Florida men like to be prideful and we like to play around with guns.
If you're from Memphis and a rapper, or if you're from Charlotte, Carolina, and also a rapper, maybe you should stay out of Miami.
Yeah. Do us a favor. Stay out of Miami.
We don't play, bro. Or you should stay out of South Florida, to tell you the truth. But especially Miami. So Pooh Shiesty opened fire at King of Diamonds.
It's King of Diamonds, bro. It's supposed to be a good time. Quit playing.
Yeah.
There's only like 2 shootings a year, and you're responsible for one of them?
So,
fuck out of here.
Locals
only.
Apparently, this is his 4th altercation in Miami.
In Miami.
He's only 21.
Within only
is that a
less
double-double?
than a year. Within less than a year.
Yeah, apparently he had money hanging out of his pockets while performing at KOD, and somebody might have reached into his pockets and took $40,000 from him.
And if you watch the video, that shit looks like it's just falling off his pants. Just saying.
Yeah, so maybe just don't.
Yeah, maybe just
whatever.
don't.
If you got $40,000 hanging out of your pocket, you probably don't need it as much as the dude robbing you, and maybe your career is more important than shooting up a strip club.
Maybe it's not.
The strippers didn't take your money. You gave it to them. Stop.
Wait. Maybe it's a good idea to not go with that much money to a strip club, knowing that if you're going to a strip club, you're probably not gonna see that money again.
Yeah, exactly. He was getting robbed before he even got robbed.
Exactly. That's what I
would agree. But, so that's one of the situations. But going from a rapper I like to probably my most hated, like, the
baby.
The baby.
The
baby. Yeah, hey, I cannot stand this man, bro.
He's not bad.
He's not a...
I think he's terrible.
It's not that he's bad, it's just that, like...
I think he's awful.
A lot of his songs sound the exact same. He's got the same flow. He's got the same shit, whatever. I don't care.
I hate his ad-libs. He thinks he's much funnier than he is. Like, he looks like a Ninja Turtle. He says he's talking about fucking bitches, and I feel bad for whoever bitch is fucking this Ninja Turtle looking ass nigga.
I mean, he did...
His name is The Baby.
He did bag that one...
should be the Turtle.
What do you want, bro?
But yeah, I mean, yeah.
And
if you're a celebrity...
do not bring Danny Lay. Do not talk about her.
She's so fine.
Thotty.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, she's a thought, but she's still fine.
Get out of here.
Oh, thoughts are
You're fucking a married man. Get out of here.
I mean...
Respect. Put some respect on marriage.
She's Dominican, bro.
Make marriages great again.
I mean, she's...
Too late.
Yeah, but...
Too late.
She's Dominican. What you expect?
Did you hear about like the whole shit?
I've heard a lot of shit that she says,
I
and I'm
haven't
like,
heard any of the shit.
She
like,
claims to be Dominican, and her manager.
Only Dominicans can claim that you're Dominican.
She made like some song where she called herself like a yellow bone, which first of all, like if you're a light skinned Dominican girl, you're at most a red. Her brand is called Dominican Mommy. So, my girlfriend and her sister are Italian. They talk a lot about this stuff, and this is the only reason I know about this thought ass. So she like made a song called like Yellowbone or some shit, which is like what if anything, you're a light skinned Dominican. You're light skinned and you claim to be Dominican, so if anything, you're red bone. Like a yellow bone is like usually of Asian heritage, like
So put some AA.
Especially during Asian and Pacific Islanders Appreciation Month. Like, can we?
Is that?
Yeah, that was last month. It just ended.
Okay. Well,
now it's Pride Month. Be on Hulu more.
Now it's Pride Month.
Hulu lets you know.
Happy Pride, also, by the way, guys.
Hulu has live sports.
Hulu does have live sports. Almost,
yeah. But
so yeah, Danny Lay just like got caught and like she was just getting dragged through Twitter and all the interwebs about like her manager came out with her like DNA test and she's like not any of the shit she claims. Yeah, one of those things.
Is she Dominican?
I think like at most 12%.
Only slightly.
Only slightly. Yeah. Remember the Letterkenny when the native
12% Canadian 12%.
The Canadian laws say that I live 2 doors down from a native and I shared a car while carpooling to school with that native, therefore I am considered native.
Exactly. So basically like that. So
bro,
get her out of here.
Not gonna lie though, like she's been dragged to almost every corner in this fucking room.
So she is Dominican.
No.
Ooh, too soon.
She's got a lot of shit going on.
Jesus Christ. That she does to herself. Like, honestly, some of these, not just women, but I will address a problem in hip-hop. When a woman does something in hip-hop is misogynist. Yes. Can we all agree?
Yes.
That's because you're a misogynist.
You hold that shit over there.
So she does this shit and everybody, like, drags her ass through the mud. But Future does...
Future drags her through the mud. I think he's a hero.
I heard Future and he looked at me and I was like, that's like
I hate Future.
Listen, I'm not trying to be a toxic person, but I'm just saying that if you put me in a wall, bro, my future is coming out, bro. I'm gonna put you on the wall. You know what I'm saying?
If you put me in a wall, my future's
yo. Exactly. Oh shit. Oh, got everybody in there.
Jack Harlow is getting pushed on us.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk about the future. The future is Jake Harlow, and it's not
Jack.
Right.
It's not.
Whatever. Fuck that dude. He does not. I don't need him. You heard him on the Killer remix? The Killer remix with Eminem?
I mean, nobody heard it besides Eminem.
No. So Jack Harlow...
I just heard it that night you mentioned it. I was like, alright.
Jack Harlow came on that shit, and I was like, maybe we owe him a little respect. And then Corday went on there, and I was like, Corday does his own thing. He's like in a, like, Chance the Rapper branch place somewhere else.
Kinda.
I didn't put him in, like, that rapper shit. And I was like, okay, alright, fine. And then Eminem took over the last 3 minutes of that song, and I was like, oh, we didn't need anything before that.
I mean, but that's every track of Eminem as the last rapper.
And he kind of mentions that. And he kind of mentions
that. He does mention that on the song.
But like, so then they could have put anyone on there, and they chose to push Jack Harlow on us. We don't need it.
Because he's the one who's big right now.
Nope.
That's what they do all the time.
He's pretty good, but I think if he was black, nobody would
You wouldn't consider him pretty good. He's not good.
No, I think he's pretty good. I just don't think they promote him as much. Just like Lil Dicky. If there was a black Lil Dicky, if there was a big Dicky...
I'm like, is that Big Sean?
Huh?
Is that Big Sean? Because he always talks about
Keep that shit to yourself.
Yeah,
no, that's what he always... He says that in all his songs.
No, like, I'm talking about, like, that meme rap. Like Lil Dicky's like a meme rapper. Like, he does that... He's
comedy. He's comedy.
He's Weird Al Yankovic, but like a better rapper.
We need to edit that part where that meme where Big Sean is just looking at his phone and looking at you like.
Oh yeah, no, Big Sean. Big Sean's got talent. Big Sean's good as fuck. But, what was I saying?
Jack Harlow, if he wasn't, that was concerning. Jack Harlow, if he wasn't white, he wouldn't be pushed on us like this. Which is why I don't.
Oh no! Now I remember what I was gonna say. Sorry for cutting you off.
No, I was.
When was the first time that Eminem hopped on a track and you were like, maybe other people shouldn't make music with Eminem? Control.
He's a Big Sean. You said that Eminem was on a song?
Yeah,
and that
he was on Control. He wasn't on Control.
He wasn't on the original Control. You're talking about a Control remix?
Yeah, it was Big Sean, Jay Electronica, and Kendrick. Kendrick was the one that like got on that shit and like.
Oh,
yeah,
I never heard. I thought that was the original.
No.
Oh wait, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. I am mixing. I
feel like we're not allowed to talk about hip hop anymore.
No.
Someone is.
I got them mistaken. My bad.
I think Forever was the first time that I was like, you know what?
Crazy.
Forever.
I feel like that's a pretty bland answer. I feel like that's no offense. I think it's an easy answer.
It's but everybody.
No.
Yeah,
I know which is the song he means, and I completely agree.
I have it tattooed
Renegade.
on me. I have it tattooed
Renegade.
on me.
Dude.
When I heard Jay-Z and Eminem, I'm thinking Jay-Z, oh shit, you got fired. All of a sudden, Eminem,
that's too soon, though. That's too soon.
How's that too soon?
So the
I
reason.
said, when was the first time that you heard some like?
Right. So, like Renegade to me, like yeah, he just did it to Jay-Z, to like near prime Jay-Z,
to prime Jay-Z.
Possibly
you guys
prime.
ever realize that Eminem
Possibly prime
has been on more Dr. Dre songs, and Dr. Dre will not say a word throughout the whole song?
Look, I love Dr. Dre, but
He's not
I
around.
don't.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Is that like
He's your favorite rapper's favorite producer.
But even like Dr. Dre has had Snoop Dogg on songs, Exhibit, all these people with Eminem in it, and Eminem has always outshined them from the beginning.
Yeah, but you're not talking about competition. Go ahead, Rambo.
So Snoop Dogg was asked about Renegade.
Oh,
yeah. You've seen the interview. He was asked about the song Renegade, or he was asked about Eminem, and I think he started talking about Renegade.
And he brought it up, yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that song, he didn't even mention Renegade. He's like, that song that he did with Jay-Z, that's when he was like, oh shit, this is the greatest rapper of all time. Like he got on a track with Jay-Z and bodied it.
And at that time, Jay-Z was probably the hottest rapper out there.
No, for sure. Was that on the Blueprint or was it
Blueprint?
The Blueprint, yeah. One of his best albums.
So the reason my answer is Forever is because at that moment there were rappers of past and rappers of future.
True.
All
But
there.
But not Future.
But not Future. No, Future was not there.
He is only
But rappers of past, rappers of that moment, and rappers of future were all there, and Eminem's like,
I'm about to shit on
here we go. Like, dude, you it's a weird career choice to rap with Eminem.
Not gonna lie,
I would agree.
Eminem is the reason why I will listen to the Nicki Minaj song.
Roman Reloaded?
Revenge? I think it's
Roman's
Roman's Revenge. I think Roman's Reloaded is the album.
No, Roman Reloaded is the one she did with Lil Wayne.
Oh!
Bang, 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 match it, bang, bang.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so it's Roman's Revenge, then Roman Reloaded.
But Cudi did a track with
Hip Hop Historian over here.
With Eminem too. That shit's dope.
It's your training day.
It's dope. And like if you listen to the...
What did you just say? What's dope?
What did you just say?
I said, it's your training day. Hip Hop Historian over here.
True.
He made it work.
True. Good shit.
So, Cudi did... What's the latest one he did it with Eminem?
Adventures of Moon Man and Slim.
Adventures of Moon Man and Slim. Bro, like... If you listen to the beat and listen to Cudi, it's like, Cudi, why are you doing that? And no, Cudi killed it.
Yeah, Cudi
killed
on
it.
some like a kid named Cudi shit. Like
But-
it was mixtape.
But
Cudi.
he would not have to do that if it wasn't for fucking M in there.
Yeah.
True.
Like if that song was with anybody else, it would have been a different sound. Literally, if you listen to the beat and know who Kid Cudi is, it would have been a different sound if it was
True.
Travis Scott, if it was fucking
Kanye, even Kanye.
Anybody who would have been on there would have been different. But he had to go bars with it, and I love when Cudi goes bars with it. But he had to because fucking M was in there.
Yeah. I feel like when Eminem is there, it's the same thing as LeBron on a good day. You have to either like play your hardest, or you need to at least show that
You gotta foul him.
You gotta show that you're trying and taking one for the team at least. And that's literally how like I feel like anytime when Eminem is there, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do it.
You know I love Cuddy. Cuddy lost.
I'm so happy you brought that. First of all, I'd like to say that I love the topics we're covering today. By the way,
I hope.
Speaking of
Let us know
Eminem,
your feedback if you like the topics too. Let us know.
speaking of Eminem and losing, do you think he lost the MGK beef?
No.
Mm.
No.
Mm-mm.
MGK probably had one good, but even his best was not as good as Eminem's best. Eminem was playing around with him. MGK was taking it serious.
We just covered this.
Eminem wouldn't even go to recess as a kid because he don't play.
He don't play.
True.
He
True.
don't play.
But but that's the thing about Eminem that I like is that Eminem has had the same humor throughout his whole career. As in, I'm the guy who doesn't seem like I play around, but in reality, like, yo, I'm playing. Yo.
I would lie. I would lie. I would disagree.
I would lie.
Did you see the interview?
I would disagree.
Did you see the interview?
I don't know which one you're talking about, but I think
the interview with Seth Rogen and.
Oh yeah.
James,
Oh yeah.
Hey, James Franco got canceled. I don't know if we could talk about him anymore.
I mean, well, this is before all the allegations, so we're just.
Oh, so then
mention
we'll
this
just
quick.
talk about
We're just gonna mention this really quick. We're not supporting him. We're just saying, if there's a scene in that movie where Eminem comes out. He's being super serious, and he's like, yeah, I'm gay. Like, that's Eminem's humor throughout his whole career. Was like, I'm gonna.
I don't know if that was his humor. I think his humor was, I'll murder anybody.
Nah, I like what you said. I think his humor has changed over the years because like you're not gonna get like the Eminem show ever again. Like
So the Eminem
without
show,
me,
and then George Bush becomes president, and the humor was Marsh.
Marsh? What was it?
Mosh.
Mosh. It was-
Mosh.
Yeah.
Mosh.
Mosh. Yeah.
M-O-S.
I was like, wasn't it Mosh Pit? Yes. Whatever. Mosh. Yeah.
I'm sure there's more than one.
And then Obama, and he became rap god.
Yeah.
And then Trump, and now he's talking about Corona, or COVID, I should say.
Oh, yeah. The Mike Pence
He's
line
coming back like
in
Corona.
The Adventures of Moon Man and Slim. Oh, Nat? You heard Nat?
No, I haven't heard that.
Oh, listen to Nat. We're gonna listen to Nat. We'll talk about it. Nat is fucking crazy.
Word.
So
I heard that.
so you guys think Eminem won that beef?
So you think he didn't?
So I'll be honest with you, and I'll say I'm not judging it just based on the diss tracks. I'm judging it based on who Machine Gun Kelly and who Eminem are. And Machine Gun Kelly, you could say whatever you want, and you could spit it hard, and you could do whatever, but it doesn't change. Like, you could say like Eminem's a bad rapper, and you could put that in a really cool way, but it doesn't make Eminem a bad rapper.
MGK stopped doing rap to go to rock right after that beef. Just
No,
like,
he didn't. He was doing that shit before. He
just
was doing Warped Tour years ago.
I mean, yeah.
Rest in peace, Warped Tour.
The Weeknd was at Ultra.
Yeah.
That still don't make sense.
Yes, it does.
Money.
He's gone so pop. Like, he's on Starboy
Ultra.
with Daft Punk. Like, yeah.
Ultra is
like,
pure techno and like.
Ultra's not shit. Ultra is...
not even just that. Like, music changes
But-
all the
but
time.
I'm
And,
talking-
like, people aren't making, like, the same kind of EDM music that they were. Like,
Yeah, but I'm talking about The
DJ
Weeknd.
Tiesto's prime was 20-something years ago, and he's still
Whoa.
making music.
That man never goes out. That man is great. He makes bangers. At least every album he makes one banger. Just saying.
That's not a good ratio, but okay.
I mean, when you have an album that only has 4 songs.
Yeah, but it's still 30 minutes.
Alright.
Yo, the first
I
8
digress.
minutes of that song were crazy.
Yo.
The second 8 minutes of that song was kind of... But
I'm a fan of
killed
Tiesto.
it.
Like,
I like
old
Tiesto.
Tiesto.
But
Or
that's the
old
thing,
David Guetta, but like, techno went pop, and like...
Then you got Martin
Yo.
Garrix, and now we have this.
fucking Akon hopping on and Lady Gaga, whoever the fuck.
Speaking of all these celebrities, right? I don't know if you guys know, but it's Crypto Week in Miami, and it's also brought a lot of celebrities here. You know, and
Hopefully they left their guns at home though.
I'll tell you what, plot twist, they didn't.
they did not, but they just didn't know that Florida man got bigger guns. That's all. But so with all these stuff here
And no permit.
and all these parties, you know, these people, they're trying to support the what's it called, the crypto week.
I'll tell you what, most people are not trying to support Crypto Week. So I'll tell you from the crypto standpoint, right? There's crypto and there's hype shit.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You know I love Bitcoin. I've been telling you about Bitcoin since it was like at fucking...
Since our first episode!
And we love hype shit.
10K. And I've been telling y'all about crypto since the last 1600.
And I benefited from crypto too. Ooh.
And what I'm saying is that Miami Bitcoin convention, as much as I think it was a great thing for awareness, it was a lot of hype shit.
Oh my god.
NBC?
Oh my god, wait. Did you guys
My black cock.
Did you
My
watch...
black... What?
Did you watch any part of the information that was going off through the events of crypto? You saw it.
Yeah. But that's the thing, like, you have, like, Senator Loomis, which is a senator in Wyoming, and she's head of the financial... Exactly, that's not hype shit. She went in there, she stated some fucking facts. She said they're trying to reform the laws around crypto to make it more tax-friendly, to make it more clear on what's taxable and what's not, to make sure that we have an environment that can develop the future of financial innovation. That's boring.
And then you get this one kid running around, Dogecoin! Doge!
And you have to go, fuck Elon! Fuck Elon! Hold! It's like, dude, you know what'll happen if Elon says Bitcoin is terrible? Like, even if they link the video, fuck Elon, this is Elon's response out of saltiness, and Elon says Bitcoin's going to zero, Bitcoin's gonna get fucked for those days. I've said it a million times. The value of Bitcoin is not based on what anybody has to say. Bitcoin is one of the only finished products in the entire crypto sphere. But Bitcoin's price is based on humans right now.
Yeah.
And humans go based off whatever Elon tweets.
Yeah.
That's
unfortunately.
That's everything, though.
Like everything is based on what Elon tweets.
No, like humans, just like the value of $1. Like whatever the fuck we provide value to is what like.
Yeah, we agreed to it. Like it was on gold. The U.S. dollar was pinned to the gold standard.
Like, let's say tomorrow. Everybody wakes up and they're like, Training Day is the best movie ever.
Which it is. It is.
It's fucking not. It's not.
Get the fuck out.
If enough people
leave your shit, but get out.
If enough people buy into it.
Bro, King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
You gotta be a wolf to catch a wolf.
God damn it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I didn't want to say it, but...
Fuck.
But nah, yeah. But yeah, so going back to what I was saying, you know, with all the celebrities here, you know, whatever, I know some bitches that I personally like, they're like, oh, fucking Crypto Queen. I'm not gonna say the name because I don't need jobs to know who I like. But yeah, they're like Crypto Queen, all these fucking people are coming out and all this shit. Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Yeah, so you know, like, they're all like, oh, Crypto Queen and all this shit, and like the whole time I'm like, okay, that's cool that you're talking about it, but you're doing that because you have a person invested in it and you want everybody else to start putting, which is fine. But when I start doing my research, because of the shit you're telling me to check out, and I start doing the research, it's like, you can see why in a day these people are like, yeah, promote this, it goes up, they make money, they don't tell you, hey, now I just cashed out on it. So then you stay there, and now you lost a whole bunch of money. So my only advice, while everything's going on, there's Crypto Week, get informed and all that stuff, research your cryptos. Research anything that you're going to invest in, just to make sure that, like, what you're losing, if you lose, it's because you're willing to lose all that. Don't just because, like, oh, because Elon just texted, let's fucking go to the moon, that you're going to start buying Doge. Like, no, most of the time when he says something, it goes lower. Because they all sold out. But
not always.
Most of the time. I said
if
most
he
of the time.
mentions it once, it'll go up. But then he'll do something else to lower the price.
Oh, yeah. Like in SNL, like, yo, the perfect example of the SNL. Everybody was waiting for Elon to get on and talk good about Dogecoin. He gets on the first 2 minutes of the episode. That shit was going super high. I forgot what he said, but he said something about it, like in a negative kind of way.
He said it's like it's a scam the same as the dollar.
Yeah. As soon as he said that, that shit dropped more than 50%. And still to this day, it's still dropping because of that. But
it's not dropping because of that. That's the
No,
thing.
no,
It
I'm
only
saying-
went up because of the internet.
no, yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. For like the people who bought high because thinking like that, like that's how you start losing money. So that's what I'm saying is that like if you're not researching your shit, and also if you're not on Reddit, you're missing out so much because that shit is where they really tell you this shit's about to pop off or not. I had the notification about AMC a while back. I was like, yo, start holding now. Never did. Didn't listen to it. I sold it. I could have been a nice profit right now, but it's all good because I chose.
So here's the thing about all that, right? So if you're waiting for Reddit to tell you, hey, it's about to go down.
But I'm not saying that. I'm saying like you got to do your research. When you start researching, you'll
Right,
see.
but I'm
Reddit
saying
pops up.
if your research is Reddit
Oh, no,
people
yeah,
telling you
yeah,
buy
yeah.
this,
No, yeah.
they already made their moves. The same way Elon's making their moves, the Reddit people, I love ya. I love ya. I love the internet.
Thank you for trying to keep us up, but we know y'all.
But by the time you hear about it, like, think about how insider you are.
Yeah.
Think about how insider you are. So by the time you heard about it, everybody who's as inside as you, which is the internet, is already late.
Yeah.
And then if you hear it when it goes on MSNBC, if you hear about it when it goes on CNN or Fox
you
Business,
hella
whatever,
late.
you're hella late. And so that's where this shit is. If you're listening to those people's advice, guess what? They're not going to tell you when to sell. They didn't tell you that at $18, that's when we're all going to start unloading our profits. They didn't tell you that, so now it's back at $6, and you're like, what the fuck? I should have done my research. Like, nah. So
True.
it's really there's so
gamble.
much nuance to
Yeah.
this shit.
Yeah.
And you got to do your own research. You got to figure out what you believe in and what time frame you believe that on. Because I'll tell you, Bitcoin is not for today. I'm telling you right now, the person in this room who believes the most in Bitcoin and crypto in general, crypto is not here for today. It's here for the future. And that future is still being built. Because every now and then the government, the US government particularly, saying, let me print a couple $1 trillion, right? Let me take you back to 2008. Back in 2008, financial crisis, inbound, happening, no question about it. The dude who said he wanted to fix it, he's like, nobody will ever go for printing $700 billion. They just won't do it. So he's like, I'm going to go in, and he went into the meeting, and he said, I'm going to say we don't know how much it is. So then everybody can go crazy with the number. So he goes into the meeting. He says, I don't know how much money it's going to take to print. Everybody's like, oh shit, oh shit. And he comes back and he's like, we need 800 billion. Expecting to go down to that 700 billion. And then he said 800 billion and they're like, fucking print it, bro. Fucking print it.
Yeah.
Our first stimmy was 1.7 trillion.
Yeah.
This is a little over 10 years later. We went from 800 billion. People panicked. It was fucked. People were like, oh my god, that's almost $1 trillion. Now we're throwing 2 whenever we want. Good chance we get out of 2021 with more stimulus printed. But we're not going to see a crash this year. We might not see a crash next year. Bitcoin isn't for this year. It isn't for next year. It's for 10 years from now. But
Hold.
this is not financial advice. Go fucking read a book, bro.
We don't know shit. We don't know
The
shit.
Big Crisis by Ray Dalio. It's literally a textbook. 10 out of 10 recommend. Because it talks about, dude, alright, this is the last thing I'll say about this and we transition to something fun. 100 years ago, literally 100 years ago, the Weimar Republic, Germany, they were doing some similar shit with inflation. In 1921, the amount of money that bought you 5 million eggs, 5 million eggs, imagine how many omelets that shit is. 5 million eggs in 1921. In 1923, that bought you a carton of eggs.
Yeah. Yep.
We can't imagine that. That shit's not real to us.
Mm.
A McChicken is $2. A McChicken is $2.
I mean, chicken is $2.
A McChicken is $2. Our whole life. Yeah, a McChicken.
I didn't know McChicken was $2.
a McChicken is $2. I'm not saying eat McChickens. I'm saying keep an eye on that shit because it's the same not chicken. And that not chicken used to be $1, and now that same not chicken is $2.
Yep. Bro, I remember Happy Meals used to be $6.
That sounds expensive
Yeah,
for
I
Happy
remember
Meals.
the-
Happy Meals used
I
to
mean,
be
not a
about-
Happy Meal. Sorry,
about
the value.
$3.50.
The actual meal. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
10-piece used to be $6 a meal.
Oh yeah.
Now it's
I worked at
$10.
McDonald's growing up, and I literally remember 2011, 2012. I remember a Big Mac meal was the most popular meal anybody ordered. A Big Mac meal was like $5.60 something, and it moved up to $5.93. That I don't remember what the first number was. It was around $5.60. I remember that second number because every time somebody ordered a Big Mac meal and I would say $5.93, they would lose their fucking shit. Over 30 cents. And now I don't know how much a Big Mac meal is now,
$10.
but I bet it's over $7.
Yep.
Yeah.
I bet it's over $7. Like and like nothing else. Like if you look at housing prices, bruh, the money that we are putting down to buy these houses
Would have bought a house.
would have bought a house in our parents' age. What about the city in our grandparents' age?
Yeah.
And what about the goddamn country if we were white? In the 1400s. But it's... somebody change the subject. I'm tired of money.
You know, but you can't say that because speaking
Also,
of money,
if Pooh Shiesty would have had 4,000 Bitcoin in his pocket,
40.
40.
if he would have had 40,000 Bitcoin in his pocket,
So 1 Bitcoin.
basically, nobody would have been able to steal it.
True.
And then nobody would have got involved in the shooting at King of Diamonds. And there would have been 10 strippers in this room right now twerking. But Pooh Shiesty ruined that for you, viewers.
But speaking of money team is going. Money team is going.
Speaking of
against
Miami and money,
YouTube
and
team.
okay.
And
Yeah.
ignorance.
And ignorant, yeah. Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul.
That's tonight.
It's tonight. Anybody got some bets? Rambo?
I want to
I'll
go first
bet that
because
it's
I don't want
rigged.
you.
I bet it is rigged too.
Oh, that would
I
make
bet
my
it's
bet
rigged.
bad. Because the clear bet is
Mayweather.
Money Mayweather.
Yeah. But
There's no
if
question.
he loses,
If he loses, this whole thing
it's
is fake.
so rigged. So rigged.
Bro.
Bro, there's no way
Rambo's like he's
a
gonna lose.
YouTube fighter will never last long enough.
But he
before
knocked
the
out
box.
Nate Robinson. Or was that the other Paul twin?
That was the
That
other
was the
boxer.
other one.
The point is,
This is the whoever's fighting Mayweather. This is his second fight, and he lost the first one.
oh, so then he'll win. No, but
Wait,
seriously,
Mayweather fought somebody already before? One of
No,
them?
the one who's fighting Mayweather.
Oh. Logan
I know
Paul.
we said
Okay.
fuck crypto shit, but crypto, what we're witnessing is the biggest money transfer in human history. This will be the second biggest money transfer in human history if Jake Paul wins.
Right.
Because it's easy.
Logan Paul.
Logan? He's fighting Logan?
It's Logan
Yeah.
that's fighting. Jake Paul is the more crazier one, supposedly.
Fucking both.
The one
Yeah.
that actually fought.
Yeah, he's actually has a good record.
Hey, fuck them both.
Yeah, agreed.
Fuck them both.
Yeah.
If Logan or Jake Paul beat Mayweather tonight, it's rigged.
Yeah.
I'll say that. It's rigged.
No, yeah, for sure.
He should literally probably not even touch him.
And a lot of people are saying that, like, oh, Logan Paul's a lot taller. He's a lot longer than he is. He weighs heavier. But the whole time I'm just like, you're still fighting a
Mayweather
professional fighter.
No, not a professional fighter. The best professional boxer in the last 2
Ever.
decades. Ever?
Yeah.
I don't know about ever.
Oh, no, he's the
In
greatest.
his weight class ever.
No, I'd say
Ever?
he's,
Ever?
You're going to say
Ever?
Mike Tyson is not better than him?
So same way we talk about Eminem being the best technical rapper.
Oh, technicals. I see what you're saying. I see
He's
where you're
the
going.
best technical boxer ever.
Yes.
God damn
Technical boxer, fine. I'll give you that.
He'll win at decision, but it's gonna go to
But that's
decision.
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying is that, like,
Mike Tyson would have knocked
if it
these
goes
boys
to
out.
decision
Yeah,
that
round
Logan
two,
Paul
like-
wins, like, you know that shit is rigged. From all the amount of celebrities that I have seen come in just for this one fight, promoting all that shit, you know that shit's gonna be rigged. So it's like
there's money behind it. There's,
Yeah,
they got
bro.
money.
There's money in, out, and around it.
Mayweather made $30 million for just the weigh-in between them two. They just put it out that he literally just made $30 million for just the weigh-in. He's gonna make another 30 by just going into the fight. He's gonna make another 30 if he wins. Like, this man is literally making money, win or not.
And he'll probably make 100 if he loses, cause
Yeah, he'll probably make way more if he
the fix
loses.
is in.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm not going to bet on this. I was going to bet because it's easy money. In real life, if these guys are actually fighting, it's easy money.
Sorry.
Mayweather, however many rounds, ba 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 ba, miss, ba ba ba. Mayweather wins.
Yep.
But if that's not what's happening, if somebody's up to something,
Yep. Bro, I can believe that everybody starts betting on, like, oh, Mayweather's gonna win. Just one guy randomly puts a whole bunch of money on Logan Paul and says, like, oh, no, he's gonna win.
lucky catch. Bah.
Lucky catch. And all of a sudden, oh, wait, we found out that man works for Mayweather.
You
or
think
works for
you
Logan
think
Paul.
you can pay Mayweather to lose, though? Because he has the money. Mayweather has the money.
Bro, just to get him to agree to your fight, you have to pay him.
Right, but that's
Like,
what I'm
just
saying. So,
agree.
but like, do you think... Team money.
He's
It's not-
team
it's-
money. He's getting money no
it's
matter
not,
what.
Yeah, and
He could.
it's not going on as professional. It's not a professional boxing
not.
match,
They're
so he's still
considering
going to be
it YouTube.
undefeated no matter what. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's a YouTube.
That
fight.
is all troublesome. These are all things that makes me not want to bet on this.
Yeah.
Fuck. I hope
But if he
Mayweather
had to
wins.
choose who would actually win, like say it's not rigged, like say
If it's not rigged, Mayweather.
It's Mayweather. It's
Okay.
Mayweather all
I just want to
day.
make sure. I just want to.
Have you seen him train?
Bro, I've seen him train. That's
There's
crazy.
YouTube videos. I encourage you to look up YouTube videos of Mayweather training, and it's like, oh,
Yeah, no, yeah. Mayweather is legit.
I didn't
about his
think
shit.
that was related to boxing. But look at that guy doing sit-ups and fucking still dodging that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't go 15-0 without some pretty rigorous training.
50-1. $1 billion.
Different.
Wait, who beat him?
$50-1 billion.
Oh, I was like, somebody beat him.
No.
Fuck. Damn, it might be rigged. I'll say it right now.
I don't see how it isn't.
If
I don't-
Jake
yeah.
or Logan Paul wins, whoever he's fighting,
Logan.
if one of those white guys wins, it's rigged.
And
They have only fought has-beens.
yeah,
Like, Nate Robinson
And NBA basketball players.
has been. Like, he's not even in the league anymore. Like,
True.
they probably just cut him a check. Here's $300,000 to lose this fight. I'm gonna knock your ass
Or
out.
to win, it doesn't matter. Like, you think if Nate Robinson would have won, they would have just cut this whole thing off?
It would've
There
ended
was
everything.
no Nate Robinson winning.
yeah.
Like, and then what? No, all right, guys. They're turning boxing into wrestling.
Yeah.
Is what
Some
they're
people
doing.
would say that boxing has been wrestling since back in the day.
Very true.
Dude, how many of those matches do you think... So we're talking about it right now because of how many dollars are on the line. When boxing started, being a millionaire was still like, ooh, impressive.
Mhm.
And there were millions going into boxing.
Yeah.
In bets.
Mhm.
And a lot of boxing matches were allegedly fixed.
Mm-hmm. I'm not talking about wrestling as as in it's fixed.
Fake.
I'm talking entertainment. Like
TV drama.
It's no
Yeah.
longer sports.
Yeah.
It's no longer a sport. It is it's acting.
Bro,
Okay.
just look
Like
at how
wrestling.
this fight is being promoted. This shit's so fucking... It's all bullshit.
Every fight is, but like they usually leave it up to the two to duke it out, and then like whoever wins wins, and whoever loses loses. Like just like in MMA. Like every time I'm watching a UFC fight, and they have like they have the interviews before the fight where they show them training, and it's like, bro, I'm the toughest person. I'm gonna go in there and knock the nigga out. Like this shit.
Or I've been
Bro,
doing
if I was an MMA fighter, like I wouldn't even do that shit. Tell you the truth, like, bro, watch the fucking fight. Like
But
I'm not
you
gonna tell
would. The thing is, if you were a UFC fighter,
that you'd have
you
to.
would do it. Or you wouldn't be a UFC fighter. You would be an MMA fighter. Which is like out here at, America's Top Gym just
Yeah.
on the weekend
Yeah.
versus on TV.
I hate that
If
shit.
you-
Yeah.
But dude,
I hate the chirping. I hate
but
the
we've
chirping.
talked about this kind of thing a million times. This is not the kind of thing that's dictated by the participants. It's dictated by the viewers with the money. So the viewers with the money want the chirping. They want to get hyped up for the fight.
Yeah.
Well, but
It's sad.
they're turning boxing into wrestling, is what I was saying. So if Nate Robinson would have won that first fight, like, that's it. There would have been no more money to follow. Like, no, the Pauls have to keep winning, or like at least the first one, not the one that's fighting today or anything.
Whoever they might be.
Mm-hmm. No, the one that started boxing. Like,
I don't know any of them.
The one with the shorter hair, not the one with the beaver.
Is that the one who did the
Beaver
suicide
Cut's the one
video?
who's fighting.
No, the one that did the suicide video is the one that's fighting today.
Yeah.
And
That's also the one with the beaver cut. He's the one
with the
fighting
beaver
today.
cut.
The one who has the short hair, who actually has fought people
Mhm.
and won, is Jake Paul. But I don't know, like,
Actually, with an asterisk.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
twins. Anyone could
they're
be
twins.
anyone.
They're not twins.
But
It's rigged.
they're
They're not
pretty-
twins.
They're not
pretty-
twins.
I thought they were born the same day and everything.
I do not believe so.
They might not be twins.
All I know is that, like, yo, no matter what, the Paul brothers, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, all these people, they're making money on everything they do.
Clearly.
I've actually seen a video of why he explains.
Oh no, I dropped my lane. Have you seen that Lil Wayne video?
Yeah.
Oh no, I dropped my lane. What a fuck up.
They're not twins.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
Fuck 'em.
Well, whatever. I've seen, like, videos of them, like, on the shit they do, because if you actually follow them, like, if you know who they actually are, yo, they go from collecting Pokemon cards to fucking driving fancy cars, fucking dating porn stars and shit. Like,
You know, back in my day, we used to call it a hype beast.
that's where I'm going to. It's
that's
like,
what they
yes,
do.
it's that this is all this is literally their brand, hyping everything up to the point where, like,
So they'll be
throw
at the
me
Bitcoin
money.
Miami Conference 2022.
They were. This week they were at it.
promoting the fight.
Yeah, they were
Because
promoting the
that's
fight,
in
'cause it's-
Miami.
Because the fight is being promoted
It's a
by
simulation.
a Bitcoin
Everything's a simulation.
people.
Dude, so here's the thing about simulation theory. And this is why I was kind of heavy on it, and then I unsubscribed, because it puts a lot of pressure on you. So, if this were a simulation, and you knew, like, so the interesting thing is that, like, that we're all agnostic, right? We don't believe in anything. Because if you believed that this was a simulation, how would you be acting?
Crazy.
If you knew for a fact this was a simulation.
Damn.
Crazy is low key an understatement.
I'd pull some fucking Rick, start changing the Matrix how it goes as I'm going. Remember how, like, when they're inside the Shoney's and they're like, we never left the Shoney's. We never left the Shoney's. How did you fabricate? It's because I thought of it. I knew it's a
Is that what
simulation.
you're asking? Only if we knew that it was a simulation, but we could
Oh,
not
I'm not
affect
even
it.
saying you could change it, but
Yeah, that's what
if you knew
Yeah, yeah,
it
you
was
knew.
a simulation, then you could hack it.
But that was the whole
Because
point.
if it's a simulation, then it's programmed, and if anything is programmed, it can be hacked.
Yeah, so that's why that whole episode, that's how
Like,
that shit works.
technically, yes.
Right.
It's like banks can be hacked, but I'm still broke.
So, but what I'm saying is, even if
What's
you
the big guy
couldn't,
got you, bro?
even if you couldn't hack it, if you knew, like, these are the rules, but it's a simulation, most people wouldn't act the way they do. And so I literally had to be like, all right, then I don't believe it's a simulation, just based on the way I act surrounding death and other shit.
Yeah.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, shit crazy.
It could be a simulation, though, because shit's getting pretty random out there. Like, think about Mayweather's fighting Jake or Logan Paul. We still don't know. Only at the moment will the Matrix be like, it's Logan. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit's crazy. So I had to unsubscribe from simulation theory. Because it's like, it's the same thing, low-key, as Christianity. I don't want to go there, but if you
Let's not go
knew,
Not
check
touching
me out.
that one.
Check me out. If you knew Christianity was the real deal, then none of us would live the way we do. We would have to live as, like, Jesus or something,
I mean, I'm an atheist.
knowing that, like, this is the way. But none of us believe that this is the way, so we act like even if you're a Christian person, you're like, I'm Christian with some exceptions.
That sounds like a few people in our family.
No,
It sounds like mostly everybody.
Nah,
Yeah, even Christians. Like,
Pick any religion. Christian was just like the fucking thing that
no,
came to
but
mind.
like everybody. I'm not even getting into it.
Get into it.
Nah, no, thank you.
It's the Hollywood Unsaid Podcast. What, have you not podcasted in 3 weeks?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Shaking off the
It's
rust.
just like you can believe in God and still live the way you do, but like in Christianity, it was just a bad.
It's a bad mix.
It's a bad bad example
Does not
because
mix
like
well with humans.
because as a Christian you could do whatever, but you're always forgiven. Like you don't like, and Christianity doesn't have many rules. Tell you the truth, besides like the 10 Commandments,
Repent.
and those are actually pretty easy.
We're loosely
super
written.
easy, barely inconvenience. Like, all right, don't kill nobody, respect your parents, like, don't fuck your neighbor's wife, don't steal, like.
That's at least 4 of
If
them.
you're not a piece of shit, like, the 10 Commandments, right up your alley. But, if you like bacon, and you're Muslim, or Jewish, I don't know. Yeah. Like, yeah. And those are like, those are strict.
the hard ones.
Yeah.
I fucking love bacon, man.
So yeah, why would they have bacon avocado toast in 2021 if it been
Jewish people don't have,
bacon avocado toast? No, they just have
they're the ones that
avocado
don't
toast.
have, that can't eat pork.
A lot of
Jewish
people
people
can't
can't
eat
have
pork.
pork, but,
But Jews are
Muslims cannot have
also pork.
cow.
Beef and cow, yeah. Beef and cow.
Hindus can't eat beef. Like I think like if there's a Hasidic version of the. Look, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, I can't eat cheese. but
I
that's
just
because
brought it up. I got no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
So all I'm saying is we would live differently if we all like believed in any one thing.
We'd live differently if we knew anything else.
We don't know. So you're
The
totally
more
right.
you know, the more you're gonna live different.
We don't know shit. Which
Exactly.
is why everyone's living just the. It's training day.
It's
Get up. Go ahead.
It's training day for everybody. Everybody is on training day because if we knew what to believe, we would believe it, and if we believed what we believed, we would live by it, and the world would be a better place. So
it'd be a different place. Better,
subjective.
very,
Subjective.
very.
I don't think 8 billion people are going to agree on shit.
I mean, yeah.
I don't
We can't
think
even
50
get.
people are
You
gonna
can't
agree.
even
It's hard enough to
get
get a jury of 12.
You can't even get a room of 5 people to agree on everything.
You know what? I don't think we're going to agree on
Rambo, you want to talk about today?
3 people. We're not even agreeing.
You want to talk about today? You want KFC?
Taco Bell messes with my stomach.
Exactly, that's my point.
So here's
Exactly
the
my
thing,
point.
though. If we were an Italian family,
Oh, God.
we would agree on Sunday dinner.
We would. And if we wore suits, do you think we'd have mob ties?
I
Is
would.
there any tie other than a mob tie?
I would.
Is everything tied to the mob?
Do you think if we were Italian, we would start watching... That's a
Rick and Morty?